Right, so obviously there's that one critique that episode 8 left us on so many cliffhangers that we're just dying to know what happens to each character. But then the other critique, and only critique, is that where were Miranda's pink Crocs? Hello everyone, it's Kelly and today I'm going to be doing a review of Haters Back Off. I really wanted to make a review and just kind of make a video basically saying how amazing it is. I have made a reaction video, however I had to cut that video short, so there were so many important things that I really wanted to say, so that's another reason why I'm making this review. Okay, so I kind of really wanted to start off with my fears of the show. I was really excited for Haters Back Off and I can't even tell you. And one question I actually have is who creates the countdown on the Haters Back Off Instagram, because they are so creative and so amazing. I just really want to know who makes them. But the only issue I had was that Colleen wouldn't have as much control as what she did. I feared that we would watch the show and it wouldn't be the Miranda that we know and that we love, and it was the complete opposite to that. We just absolutely love Miranda and her family. They have a special place in my heart. They are hilarious and I was just so thrilled with the result. So my favourite episodes of the whole season are probably episode 1 and episode 8, because it was just so captivating that you wanted to find out so much more either way. So in the first episode, in the very end, the computer turns back on after Miranda threw it and it came back to her first video, and it was just so, like, you were intrigued and you just wanted to get straight on to the next episode. You know, like that countdown to the next episode, you wanted to get it gone even quicker than it has been before. And then in the last episode you have all these questions and then you're just like, what? You're left with such a cliffhanger that you don't know what's going to happen next. And the weird thing is, we kind of do. We obviously know what happens to Miranda. She only gets higher from there and she gets more famous from there. But in the show you're like, where's Patrick? Is Patrick and Miranda ever going to get together? Is Bethany going to be okay? Is Uncle Jim going to come back? Is Emily going to be going back to her art school? Like, what happens? Like, does she move back from her dad's and comes back to the house? And it's kind of like how Colleen described in the live stream as an arch, in the way of, we know the beginning and we know the end. We know Miranda's life right now, but it's just that in between. Episode 1 is probably one of my favourite episodes out of the whole season. I think because it was just the way that the characters were introduced and how things panned out. So basically in the first episode you see Miranda upload her first video and it goes viral, or it seems to go viral, and then you find out that there's a hate comment and there's hate mail, and you find out that that hate mail was made from her sister that we never even heard of before. I just felt that it was really clever how Emily was introduced and how we were never told about Emily, especially from the beginning of the show, and then we find out watching the first episode. And what I found really amazing was that we were told how and why we'd never heard of Emily before. And another thing that I really wanted to pick up on is the end of episode 1. I was so upset in episode 1, like there's one specific scene when you watch it, you're in tears, but the very end, when the credits roll, I bleeded in tears. Colleen sings as herself and she sings Defying Gravity, and it's so beautiful, and I just felt so happy that her voice is being heard and that she's getting the recognition that she really deserves, because she's a naturally beautiful and just amazing singer. And I'm so happy that she was able to incorporate that in her show some way. And even if you weren't aware of Miranda or Colleen, you could watch to the very end of that episode and be like, who is this girl? And then you could look her up and then be like, oh my god, and then you'd find that connection. I just found it really great and just so clever. Even if you had watched Colleen and watched Miranda for a long time, you were able to pick up people and pick up clues from the show. So like some of the usernames on the recommended YouTube videos, you've got Tim, who's like her dad, and Tim's also in the show, and then you've got like Gwen's name on top of the shop, and then you've got Harvey in there, and then Corey, and it is just really cool because it was kind of like, it was almost like it was like dedicated to the people that have watched Colleen. I said this to my friend the other day, and I said that I've watched Pretty Little Liars and we still have questions and no answers, whereas this is one season, 8 episodes, and we've got it all and it's perfect. No pun intended, but episode 8 was really sad, not just because it was ending and because it was like the last episode of the season, but it was just the storyline and it was just how everything panned out. Miranda was so like egotastic and she just wanted so many people around her, and then you get to the end and she's just alone, and she's the complete opposite to what she was and how she is, and you just really sympathise with her, and you just feel so bad for her. In this show I think you sympathise with her a whole lot more because these situations are more serious, whereas in YouTube videos they're hilarious and you're just laughing, but in this show it is taken to a whole new level, and Colleen did a sensational job. I find the cast so perfect that Chris and Colleen and the whole crew could not have found better people for those roles. Uncle Jim, who's played by Steve Little, is the absolute best, and he really perfects Miranda's uncle, and it is just awesome seeing Uncle Jim in physical form after so many years, and he is just everything that we've expected and more. He's just hilarious, and he really shows the relationship between him and Miranda. Like, sometimes it can be quite creepy, however you just love that bond. And with Bethany, like, Angela did an amazing job. I feel like Angela is very underrated as an actress. You just felt so upset for Bethany, and Bethany just really wanted to be a part of this sort of squad, and you just really wanted her to get a really good bond with Miranda, but however Miranda is sort of like an uncle's girl. And then you've got Emily, played by Francesca, who was just amazing. And then you've got like some of the smaller characters, and then you've got like Keith, who is just really like creepy and weird. And then you have Patrick and Miranda are my OTP, brand new OTP. They need to get together. And also following on from Patrick, he is the sweetest boy ever. I think we should go on eBay and just order a Patrick right now. Like, he was the cutest thing. And not only that, I really want a froze toe. And even though they look a bit gross and they look a bit like weird, I just really want one, and that's on my bucket list now. So I'm really hoping before I die I get to eat a froze toe or a froze. Even talking about the set designs, like, everything was just so perfect and just so amazing, and it was just everything that I was hoping for, and I think a lot of people were hoping for, and it was just amazing seeing everything come to life and just seeing it all together. So as a conclusion, I just want to say that it is one of the bestest shows I've seen, and I know that seems quite biased, but it's just from the talent and from the effort that's been put into the show. There's just so much dedication, and I just want to thank the crew. I want to thank Chris and Colleen so much for blessing us with this show, and I just want to thank the world. Like, wow, what a time to be alive when this show exists, and when Colleen exists, and Miranda, and this whole world is here just to watch and just fall in love with. And I really hope, like, Netflix, please, I think we need a petition for season 2. We really need it, because we need these answers. Like, I'm just so proud and just so happy for Colleen. Okay, so I really want to thank you guys for watching this. I really hope that you liked the review. Apologies, it was a bit all over the place, but I just felt like I needed to turn on the camera and just talk. So if you liked this video, please hit that like button and make sure you subscribe for more reviews and more videos. I post 2 videos a week on my main channel, so you're more than welcome to go and check that out, and I post on here whenever I want. So if you just want any random videos, you're more than welcome to subscribe to this one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you so much for the support. I love you all, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!